Today we're doing something that you would think would be relatively simple. Well, I've got a simple way to do it, is to refuel your Procharger with premium Procharger oil. This is what it's for. I have a P1X. And actually what I'm about to do is going to be super simple. And if you have any of these Procharger products, this is going to be a godsend. Let's do it. So the first thing you got to do is unscrew the, what would be like the oil cap per se, is the screw here, and then you pull the oil. It's like a dipstick, honestly. You pull the dipstick out. It's pretty long. Pay attention to how long it is. And then this tells you if the oil is good or not. It's kind of hard to tell, to be honest with you. The camera's definitely not going to pick that up whatsoever. It's definitely oily, but it's not really going to tell you, in my personal opinion, how well the oil is. But what you're going to get is one of these guys. Make sure you get a good one. It's a hand vacuum. Now, here's the deal. I had to improvise with this because what I was given with this didn't necessarily work. So get a 1/4-inch tubing from Ace Hardware, your local Ace Hardware, and look, it fits right in there, and you're gonna shove it all the way down. You're gonna get a fitting here. I'll show you the fittings here in a second. We'll grab the fittings here. It is 1/4-inch barb, which will go in here, and then you get a 3/16-inch barb. We're going to put these together, going to tape it up so it seals, and that is how we're going to put the tubes together. We're going to suck it out. Here is our fitting. Now I did put some regular like plumbing thread seal tape because remember, we're creating a vacuum, so we don't want any leaks. We want the threads to be sealed. And now all I have to do is put this bad boy in here. I'm going to zip tie it because there weren't small enough hose clamps. I'm going to use zip ties here to tighten that a little bit more with a, I'm going to take a pair of pliers and tighten it really tight around the barred fitting. And I'm going to do the same thing for this one too. There wasn't small hose clamps. You might find ring type hose clamps per se at your local hardware store, but I think this route will work just as good. As you can see, I've shoved it in there and it's sucking in the fluid. So let's finish sucking this out and see what it looks like compared to the new fluid. So funny enough, this was only about 5 ounces. To that bottom big lip is about 5 ounces. And just so you can see, when I move it around, it's like really murky. It is definitely like kind of a burnt color. It doesn't look like this. Check this out. It's not clear green. I don't know if that's, yeah, you can tell the difference for sure. It's not clear green. Something that's a little interesting too, because this is the first time I'm doing this. I want peace of mind. I want to do it myself, track it, because you're supposed to do this every 5,000 to 6,000 miles, which is almost every oil change, But I don't know who did it last, blah, 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 and I'm glad I'm doing it now because, I mean, it apparently didn't have 6 ounces in it. It had 5. So now we just put this in here like so, and we fill it up. I definitely recommend cutting the tip of that off. If there was a small hole, I recommend cutting it off to make it a little bit easier, but there it is. That's it. That is it. Pretty, mess-free for the most part. That's how simple it is to change this out. Otherwise, you have to like take off your bumper, go from the drain plug from underneath, yada, yada, yada. Just make sure, like I did, I made sure I went in with this hose quite a few times to make sure I did suck everything out. I do not know if the Procharger kind of burns this type of oil over time or not. So it's very plausible that the 1 ounces either wasn't put in there fully, it wasn't a full 6 ounces, or it burns some of it because it does get hot. Not as hot as a supercharger per se, but it does get hot. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. There's something on the channel for everyone. And I'll see you guys in the next one.